based on work. Let us take up the question. And the question is this. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed that on a particular day, that cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Right? Now, what do we have to find in this sum? Find the number of articles produced and cost of each articles. Two things we are supposed to find out. Any one of them can be taken as X. Now, who is to be taken as X? In the sum, you will see a comparative statement. It is given that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced in that day. So, a comparison between cost of production of each article and number of articles produced on that day, a comparative statement is given. And in comparative statements, whatever comes later is taken as X. Now, who comes later in this comparative statement? The number of articles produced comes later. So, let us take up that as X. So, how we start the problem is, let the number of articles produced in a day be X. If number of articles produced in a day is X, then let us find the cost of production of each article. It is said that cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. So, cost of production of each article in rupees was means is equals to 3 more. 3 more means leave some space and write plus 3. The space is left for whatever comes after the word than. After the word than, what comes? Twice the number of articles produced. Twice the number of articles, and we have taken number of articles as X. So, twice the number of articles means what will come in that space? 2X. So, cost of production of each article is 2X plus 3. Right? Now, if the total production cost on that day was 90, now how do you find total production cost? Or total cost of production is nothing but number of articles produced into cost of each article, isn't it? Now, total production cost is already given to us as 90. So, in the place of total production cost, we will write 90. Number of articles produced, we have taken it as X. And cost of each article, we got it as 2X plus 3. So, X into 2X plus 3. Right? Now, let us open the brackets and write a proper quadratic equation. So, what we get is 90 is equals to X into 2X becomes 2X square plus X into 3 becomes 3X. Right? So, let us write it like a proper quadratic equation by taking 90 to the right side. So, what we get is 2x square plus 3x plus 90 comes to the right as minus 90. Instead of writing it this way, 0 is equal to 2x square plus 3x minus 90. Let us write it properly. 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equals to 0. Now, 2, 3, 90, we cannot divide this equation. So, let us leave it as it is and solve it using factorization method. Right? So, how do we do that? Last number is multiplied with the first number. 90 2s are is 180. Right? Let us do the prime factorization of 180. So, 180 is an even number. We can start dividing it by 2. 2 90s are 180. 2 45s are 90. Now, 2 won't divide. 3 15s are 45. 3 5s are 15. And last 5 1s are 5. Now, how do we do grouping here? We take the biggest number. The biggest number in the prime factors is 5. Isn't it? And look at the last sign. What is the last sign? Minus. Minus means what? Subtracting the factors, we should get 3. Find two factors of 180 in such a way that by subtracting the factors, we get the middle number, and middle number happens to be 3. Right? So, let us do prime factorization here. Now, how we group is 5 leave separately and multiply all the remaining numbers. But in this sum, the group that works out is 5 3 is one combination and multiplying all the remaining numbers. Right? 5 3s are 15, and when you multiply the remaining numbers, you get 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Right? 15 and 12, when you subtract, you get that middle number 3, which is required. Right? So, what are the factors of this 180? 15 and 12 are the factors. Right? Now, sign has to be given to the factors. Now, what sign is to be given? Since the last sign is minus, give the middle sign to the bigger factor and opposite sign to the smaller factor. Middle sign is plus, goes to the bigger factor 15, and opposite sign minus goes to the smaller factor, which is 12. So, let us split the middle term and write it. So, what we get is 2x square, and the 3x is written as 15x minus 12x minus 90 is equals to 0, right? Now let us take common out of the first two and last two. Out of the first two, we can take out x common. What stays inside the bracket is 2x plus 15. Whatever is the sign of the third term, that sign goes out common. What can be taken common out of the next two? 12 and 90 we can take out 6 common. The same bracket gets repeated. 2x plus 15 is equals to 0, right? So 2x plus 15 common throughout into x minus 6 is equals to 0. So what we get is 2x plus 15 is equals to 0 or x minus 6 is equals to 0, right? So let us solve it. 2x plus 15 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. So we get 2x is equals to minus 15 or x is equal to 6. X is equals to minus 15 upon 2 or x is equal to 6 we get. Now what is x? Number of articles produced in the day. Number of articles produced in the day can never be negative. So x is equal to minus 15 upon 2 is not acceptable. So x cannot be equal to minus 15 upon 2. So which answer is acceptable? X is equal to 6, right? Then we can also find the cost of production now. The cost of production we have taken it as 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 2 into x. X is how much? 6 plus 3. So 2 6 are 12 plus 3. How much is that? 15, right? Then we can conclude the final statement. 6 articles are produced each day and cost of production of each article is rupees 15. That completes this problem. Thank you.